Okay, I realized that I didn't do a very good job of talking about yield and varieties in my other video, and it seems to be a pretty popular subject, so I am going to go back to that subject today and talk a bit more. I was talking about racer, and racer, I used to grow it every year. It's not at all resistant to powdery mildew, which is why I don't grow it anymore. But it's a great pumpkin for beginners. Doesn't have a real long vine, maybe short to medium, and produces like crazy and produces quickly. So you can get up to 4 pumpkins from every vine on Racer. The pumpkins I am growing now, they're called jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern is a fairly common pumpkin variety. And I'm looking at a couple of catalogs here so I don't forget any variety that you might see in the store. They have a fairly long vine. It's over 15 feet usually. Let's go over here. We have another hot day going here, so I can't do much in the garden. You shouldn't fertilize or really do anything but water when it's this hot. And you're seeing the leaves are starting to flag there. They're going to be flagging like crazy by the end of the day. But anyway, I forgot a lot of varieties. Jack-o'-lantern produces, it's got a fairly long vine, produces about 1 to 2, maybe sometimes 3 pumpkins per vine. It depends on how good you are at keeping them harvested. If you just let them sit on the vine forever after they're orange, then you might get fewer pumpkins down the line. You may get pumpkins rotting. This is our big guy. It's up to basketball size, past basketball size now, and that's just in a few days' time. So that is a jack-o'-lantern. And I think the one growing in the middle of the garden that I couldn't capture in the last video is also a jack-o'-lantern. We have another one. No, that's a butter baby there. Let's try to get that jack-o'-lantern. Okay. There. Yeah, that's a jack-o'-lantern. That's not anything else. Got a few bugs on it. I'm going to have to spray it. Okay. So, other varieties that you might find in the store. Howden is a big one. I have not had luck with Howden. It behaves like an Atlantic giant for me. Very, very hard to grow. Excuse me, I'm trying to get out of the garden here. Oh, great. Okay. Let me sit down over here. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, I've had Howden act like Atlantic Giant. Atlantic Giant is the hardest pumpkin to grow. And that's what all giant pumpkins are, by the way. Can you buy a packet of Atlantic Giant seeds and try to grow a 2,000-pound pumpkin? No. You'll be lucky if you get a 500-pound, if you can get the vine to live. So I would not make that a plan of yours. What we're talking about here are backyard pumpkins. That's what I'm going to be calling them from here on out because I'm creating confusion about jack-o'-lantern variety and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. So, backyard pumpkins. So, where are we here? Let's see what else you might find if you go to the store. Connecticut Field. This is a good one. It's got a long vine. You're going to get 1 to 2 pumpkins per vine, depending on how you attend to harvesting them. And Corvette. Corvette is one you might see in the store. I grew it for a couple of years and I really liked it. I don't remember why I stopped. I think I stopped growing it because it's so small. It's only 12 to 15 pounds. And Cargo. That's a short vine one. It's fairly large, 20 to 25 pounds. A lot of people love this one. Magic lantern, I would avoid. Very weak handles on it. And the vines aren't particularly strong either. Didn't make me happy when I grew it. Let's see what else they have available here. Okay, autumn gold. I ran across one last year that I'll never grow again. It was called Harvest Jack, and that one gave me nothing but leaves and then died. Let's see, these are available online. Here, cargo is in there. Cronus is a pretty good pumpkin. Has a medium to long vine. Oops. Yeah, it's a pumpkin that a lot of people like. And early giant, which is 25 to 40 pounds, is another one that people like. Long vine on that one though. So yeah, those are just a few that you might see the seeds in the store when you go to buy. You cannot plant in zone 5 right now. You have to wait till next year. It's too late for pumpkins here. Even if you plant racer, I don't think you're risking a lot, because our weather is highly variable. Right now we're in the middle of a heat wave, and next week it's going to be in the 70s, so you just never know. Summer can start on June 1st and summer can start on July 1st, and it can end on Labor Day weekend, and it can end 2 months later. So yeah, I've had the season drag on until October the last few years. That's why I'm not giving up on my jack-o'-lantern vines, because sometimes they're a little slow to get started. So that is my little lecture for today. I'm not going to keep you very long, but I just realized I didn't do a real good job of explaining things in my last video. So I will talk to you next time.